Hi, I'm Todd Henderson. Today I want to show you how to install the Gator Tri Fold cover on the 2016 Toyota Tacoma. Let's go ahead and get started. So first we're going to remove our bulkhead bar. We're going to use a T30 Torx bit to take out the bolts. We're going to retain this because it's going back in place. Now we're going to place our foam blocks. We're going to remove the backing and expose the adhesive and place those on. We're going to do that on both sides. Now we're going to reinstall our header rail. To tighten these bolts back down, we're going to use a ratchet rather than the impact driver so we don't over torque these as we're putting them back in. Now we're going to go ahead and remove the tie-down cleats. Now, if this is your first Tacoma and nobody ever showed you how to do it, I'm going to show you real quick. First thing we're going to do is remove our end cap from our deck rail track. Now we're going to spin this counterclockwise to loosen up the deck rail cleat, push in on it, and you can either slide it out, or once you've loosened it up, push in on it, you can pull out, turn 90 degrees, and pull it all the way out. We're going to want to now install our hanger brackets. The way we're going to do that is we've got a few different pieces here. This is our block that goes into the deck rail system. You've got a couple of threaded holes in here. And here's your hanger bracket. And the hanger bracket, the claw portion is going to be to the top. And you're going to see a couple of sets of oval holes. You're going to use the bottom oval holes. Put those threaded holes behind your bottom oval holes in your hanger bracket. Use your supplied Allen head screw with a flat washer. And just go ahead and thread those in. Just get those threads started. We don't want the bolt going all the way through the aluminum block. And once you have both of those threaded in, when you let go, that aluminum block drops down just like so. Now we're going to hold those bolt heads like so and push that aluminum block out so it can slide back into the deck rail system. And we're going to slide that all the way up towards the front of the bed. Assemble the next one, and we're going to install that one as well. Now, we've still got our tie-down cleats, so I'm just going to go ahead and set them in place just to keep them out of the bed. I'm going to reinstall the end cap, and now I'm going to repeat the same process on the opposite side. Now that we've got our hanger brackets loosely in place, we're going to go ahead and set the cover on the bed of the truck. Now, if you notice, it comes out of the box just like this. It's clipped into place. The clips are actually going to be facing the cab of the truck. So we're going to set that up on top of the bed caps. The end of the cover, we're going to push up towards the front of the bulkhead. We're going to unclip. I want to center it side to side as well. And then fold it back to the tailgate. Now as we fold it back, we're going to want to make sure it's centered at the tailgate. Once we've got it nice and centered side to side and front to back, we're going to fold it back towards the cab again, very gently to make sure we don't shift it around. Okay, now what we're going to do is our front clamp is going to drop down out of its holder. We're going to slide our hanger bracket to where it's centered on that clamp. Now we're going to take our provided Allen key, hold that hanger bracket in place, and tighten down the Allen head bolts. Now as we tighten these down, we don't want to over tighten them. These are steel bolts, and it's an aluminum block that we're tightening down into, and the steel does beat aluminum. So we don't strip out that block. We just want to snug them down. We're going to do that on both sides for the front clamp. Once we've got those in place for the front clamp, we're going to slide that front clamp over to the hanger bracket. And once that's in place, you can go ahead and turn the twist knob until it bites down onto the hanger bracket. And repeat the same process on the other side. I'm going to go ahead and fold the cover back to the tailgate. Now here's our handle clamp. That's going to drop down in place. And what we're going to want to do is bring our claw bracket, our hanger bracket, down to where it lines up to the handle clamp. Once that's lined up, we're going to want to go ahead and do the same thing with this, tighten it down, and be careful not to strip out that aluminum block. Do that on the opposite side, and then what we're going to do is we're going to line up the handle clamp up to where it meets the hanger bracket. Now what we're going to do is we need to set the height of the jaw on the handle clamp. So what we're going to do is we're going to bring it down to its lowest point and we're going to slide it underneath the hanger bracket. Now you notice that this is not quite touching the jaw on the hanger bracket. So what we're going to do is we're going to rotate this a couple of times. The more we rotate this clockwise, or excuse me, counterclockwise, the higher it goes up on this threaded shaft. So we're going to slide it up underneath there. Once it's in place, then we can rotate the handle clamp down and it locks down on the hanger bracket. All right, so here's the tailgate seal that comes with your kit. Now that's going to install on the bed of the truck right where the tailgate closes. So I close the tailgate to see where it lines up. What we're going to do is we're going to make it start right at the edge of the back of the bed cap. And we're going to run it along here and get it down to about this little rubber bumper. Let me cut that off. Now before we stick it on, we're going to go ahead and take our included alcohol prep pad. We're going to open that up and we're going to wipe down the surface that we're going to stick this to. Now the bulb portion of it is going to face towards the bed of the truck. We're going to go ahead and peel away some of the red tape protector. Cut another piece to run the rest of the way down the inside of the bed. Now this truck also has a bed rug, so we don't have to worry about running the tailgate seal in between the tailgate and the bottom of the bed. If you did, you just continue to cross. You repeat the same process on the opposite side. Well, that concludes the installation. If you have any questions, call the experts. We're here to help you out.